After the death of Ali, the last rightly guided caliph, in 661, the elective process of choosing the next caliph ended. Okay, the rightly guided caliphs had voted for who should be the leader according to Bedouin tradition. Hopefully you remember that the Bedouins were Arab nomads. And when the Umayyads took power, this process of choosing democratically the caliph ended. The Umayyads ruled from 661 to 750. As I explained in the last slide, they came to power not by being voted for, but by being very powerful. And they changed quite a few things. They moved the capital of the empire, the Islamic Empire, to Damascus in Syria. And this caused some problems because many Muslims were really unhappy that it was far away from them. The other thing that they changed was that they started to live a very luxurious kind of lifestyle, which many Muslims totally disagreed with, because Muhammad, just like Jesus, obviously preached that money and wealth was not the most important thing. They have to share and give money to charity. And so a lot of Muslims were very unhappy with the luxurious lifestyle that the Umayyads started to live. And these two things, the moving of the capital to Damascus in Syria and the luxurious lifestyle that the Umayyads lived, led to a big division within the Muslim community, the Ummah, that I'm going to explain in the next slide. The division in the Muslim community ended up in two main groups, the Sunni and the Shia. The Sunni, their name comes from the Sunnah. Hopefully you remember what that is. The Sunnah is living life in the way Muhammad lived his life, or a shorter way to say it is Muhammad's example. And so the Sunni Muslims believed that all that was necessary to be a good Muslim and to be a good caliph was to follow the Sunnah, to follow Muhammad's example. But the Shia, on the other hand, disagreed. They believed it was necessary for the caliph to be a direct descendant of Muhammad. Okay, I'll repeat. The Sunni believed you only needed to follow Muhammad's example, the Sunnah, to be a good Muslim and a good caliph. But the Shia believed that you needed to be a direct descendant of Muhammad to be a caliph. This table you can see in your textbook as well, but it goes into all the little differences between the Sunni and the Shia and shows you what percentage of the world follow which group of Muslims. There were also a third group, but they're in a minority, called the Sufi, and the Sufi Muslims especially protested against the Umayyads' luxurious lifestyle. They believed they should live a life of complete poverty, and they're called the Sufis. Finally, the Umayyads lost their power because of all the religious and political opposition. They were massacred and murdered by the Abbasid family. They killed them all except one, Abu al-Rahman, and he escaped to Al-Andalus.